What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, bringing you a gameplay in Battlefield Hardline using the Scout Elite Sniper Rifle. And today, we will be playing on the block. And I have to tell you right now that when I first started playing this map, I hate it. You can ask any of the friends that I play with online if you know them, and they will tell you that I pretty much raged every time I play. Well, I wouldn't say rage, but I would say I wouldn't stop bitching about how dumb this map was. And I finally found a way to play it with a sniper rifle, and I just wanted to show you guys in case you're having the same problem as me. And I just want to say I'm sure there's other ways to play this map as well, but so far this is the best way I've found to play it. So I put the Scout Elite sniper rifle on, and the reason I'm not using the 300 is because most of the shots I'm doing on this map are long range. In fact, let me talk about that for just a second. The 300 knockout is a great gun, but it's like assault rifle range, and maybe assault rifles are even more effective at longer range than the 300 knockout. Not sure if it should even be in the sniper class. So I've been using the Scout Elite for the past 2 or 3 days instead of the knockout, and I've been doing really good with it. In fact, I was playing online earlier, and one of my friends was like, yeah, that 300 knockout is a beast, talking about how I was doing good in the game, and I was actually using the Scout Elite sniper rifle. So I think everybody just assumes that I'm using the 300 knockout just because I have it unlocked, but that's not true. I like the Scout Elite sniper rifle, not too crazy about the AWM or the R700 sniper rifles, because they pretty much seem to be the exact same as the Scout Elite, and they just reload slower and have less bullets. So why would I really, what's the advantage to using those guns? They might have just a little bit higher damage, but if that person's not already shot, it's still going to be a 2-hit kill, and odds are, if they are already wounded, I'm going to get the kill with the Scout Elite just as easy. The Scout Elite is just an all-around beast sniper rifle. I would say my favorite gun in this game is the Scout Elite. My second favorite gun is the 300 knockout. The AWM and the R700 I really only use if I'm feeling like trying something a little different. And I know I'm missing a lot of shots here, guys, but this is learning to snipe. And I'm still learning to snipe in Battlefield, just like you guys that are watching this video, unless you happen to be a pro and you're just watching this video for fun. So I get up in this apartment building and I aim out at their spawn. Why didn't I figure this out earlier? I don't know. Probably because I didn't understand this map at all, but it is laid out just like a block. You know, it's one giant block. And if you can understand the dynamics of the map and that it's just a block and you can get up in this apartment building, god damn, I'm missing everybody. Look at this. I promise I'll start hitting them soon. I promise. If you can get up in this room, you can just start sniping the absolute fuck out of these guys. Now, some of them have gotten wise to this, and they know, you know, that you'll be in the window waiting for them. But most of the time when I get in this window, like the past 5 times I played this map, I've had really good games. I stay off the street because it's not the snipers that bother me, it's all the explosions. Anytime I go onto the street, I seem to get gas grenaded and then blown up by a frag or an incendiary device. Almost every fucking time. So I've had the best luck going into these buildings. And I don't know how some of these other snipers can stand out on the street and get good kills, because I can't. I just can't. I have to be in the building in the window. I swear. I know I'm saying this twice, but every time I go out onto the street, I just get blown up by some bullshit. And eventually this building, the part that I'm in now, does collapse. So when it starts shaking and rumbling, you probably want to get out of it. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, use the Scout Elite or the 300 knockout or whatever sniper rifle you want, basically, as long as you remember that being in the apartment building is the best way to go. Probably want to put some trip mines by the windows that people can jump through and the doorways, because they will try to flank you. I mean, we're talking about a pretty small map with 64 fucking people playing it, which makes for a lot of action, but it makes it a little hard to snipe. So if you guys were having trouble with this map, I really hope that this helps you out, because this, as soon as I figured out to get in this window, it really helped me out. And if you are on the reverse side of the map, guess what? Get where these guys are going. You know I'm sniping them out right here, but if you're a good sniper, you can actually hold your ground down there. The only problem is it will actually start spawning people behind you. I haven't figured out yet why this game will randomly, it will spawn like, say, 28 people on one side of the map, and then it will spawn like 4 of the enemies right behind you. I haven't figured out the logic for that yet, and I'm wondering if it's just a problem with the net coding and the spawn system. because that really sucks that you can be trying to deal with 28 people on the other side of the map. You shouldn't have to worry about the people you just killed spawning in 10 seconds later right behind you. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, there should be set, if they have this many people in the game, there should probably be set spawn points so that you know where the enemy is coming from. I understand that the game might be just a little more dull without enemies running everywhere, but it would be way more logical and way more practical, and if you're a good player, you'll be able to work past that. And if you know where the enemies are spawning, that's step number one. That will lead to good defensive and offensive gameplay. This crap they have now where the enemies just spawn into random spawn points regardless of where friendly players are and enemy players are doesn't make any sense to me. And it kind of makes it like a free-for-all type of game instead of a team deathmatch game. And at least in Call of Duty, you would know where certain spawn points were, and you would know based on where your team was, probably can figure out where the enemy team is spawning. But in this game, it doesn't seem to matter. I can't tell you how many times I've spawned behind the enemy and been able to shoot like 5 or 6 of them because the game's just ridiculous. And I can't tell you how many times I've got shot in the back when I finally think I'm in a good sniper spot because it spawns 3 or 4 enemies behind me while the other 28 or 29 enemies are on the other side of the map. That doesn't make sense to me. You know, maybe if the one side of the map is getting overrun, you should start spawning them on the other side, but not until like 90% of the enemy team has taken over that base, you know? And if you're taking over the enemy's base, you can expect them to be respawning there because it's their base. Don't expect, you shouldn't have to expect 4 enemies to spawn behind you when you have 20 some teammates on your side of the map. You know, that's just bullshit. And I'm not bitching about the game. I'm just trying to bring up a point, and hopefully someday or someday soon my videos will get popular enough that this kind of stuff can be brought to the attention of the developers. But for now, I'm telling you guys so you can tell other people and get the word out there, because in my opinion, this is the main thing in this game that needs to be fixed. It seems the spawn system is broken. I've actually seen some really good players exploiting the spawn system. One of them happens to be the top sniper in the game, and I saw what he would do is he would find a camping spot where he could see 2 or 3 places where people would be spawning in, and then he'd have 3 or 4 of his boys with assault rifles guard him, and the whole time all he would do is snipe the spawns. And it seems this is not a fun way to play the game for me. It's like, yeah, I want to know where the enemy is spawning, and maybe it would be fun to kill them off the spawn a couple times right when they spawn in, but this guy was literally doing it the entire game, getting 50 and 60 kills a game just sniping the spawn with his buddies guarding him. And that kind of makes me mad that kind of exploit can happen in the game. It's not a hack, it's not a glitch, it's an exploit, simple as that. If all you're doing in the game is sniping people as soon as they spawn in because you've taken time to know life the game and figure out where the spawns are, and you have a group of people guarding you, are you really that good, bro? Or are you just taking advantage of a game that's very easily exploitable right now because there's no updates? So I think they should rethink that, and they might want to do something to the leaderboards and might want to find a way to ban people that are using this exploit, because I have seen at least 2 pro players that can easily get 50 or 60 kills a game by simply exploiting the broken spawns. And that's all I wanted to say about that. Let me get back to this map talking about the block. And the Scout Elite. This was a game I got yesterday, and I really wanted to upload it for you guys just to show you the way that I play the block now. When the apartment building gets down, I kind of just run around these side streets and try and find a roof I might be able to get on. In this particular game, I was doing pretty good towards the end of it, so I decided to kind of be on the move a little bit. And anytime I'm on the move and I'm getting into an area where enemies might be able to flank me, I try and pull out my MAC-10. If you haven't unlocked the MAC-10 yet, it is a beast gun to use. I think all you have to do is Professional Assignment 1, where you get the 5 camera kills and the 25 sniper kills, and then, or maybe that's Professional Assignment 2. I think it's Professional Assignment 2. Yeah, it is. And once you get that done, you should be able to unlock the MAC-10, which is probably the best secondary you could be using in a sniper when you're using the professional class and a sniper rifle as your primary. It has saved my ass so many times. I like to use the standard RDS sight, extended clip, and a heavy barrel on it. I don't care if it's suppressed or not. I find it's actually easier to use without the suppressor, but a lot of my friends have told me they prefer it the other way. So that's really up to you. Just try out the MAC-10 if you can. And if you have any questions about how to get it, just leave it in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps you out when you are playing on the block for future reference, because I know this map was pretty much pissing me off more than I would like to admit. So there you go, guys. Got the final kill on that guy. And like, favorite, subscribe for more Battlefield and Call of Duty videos. Later.